Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself Sansomi. So another episode of this willing save, and I think we're going okay. I would say 10 games into the season and we're on playoff position, which I really didn't expect. I think we've been very lucky. To be honest, we've been played out in many of the games. We've been not the better team, so to speak, in most of the games, in my mind anyway. So we're lucky to be in the 7th position. We were very close to not handling the game against Chesterfield, ending up winning 2-1, which was very, very important because we want to keep those teams. At least 2 teams needs to be kept really far from us so that we can start, maybe halfway through the season, we can start to rotate players and stuff like that. I know that we're going to fall, but as long as we keep a healthy distance from these 2 teams, I'm going to be happy. Now, I want to play with these ball-playing defenders, and Bristol City wasn't happy about that. They want him to play as a central defender. And we got in an argument, and now they're going to be taking him back in the next transfer window. Bit sad, but at the same time we have loads of players down here that needs to get the games to develop. Wiggett, Perkins, Muir, Evan Gums, all of those players needs to get some games from time to Gums is not having a very good rating what he can become. He really should be leaving, to be honest. And he's even 27. That's another player that we can put on the transfers list, I think. I didn't realize he was that old, but let's go. On the transfers list you go, my little friend. My friends from time gone by. And I think maybe, I'm going to be doing this as well, I think maybe I've solved the mystery why I can't put Mad Mickelson on the developing list. And I think it might be because he's 24. I think, let's have a look, 21, 22, and Bistrup is 23. So I think it's a maximum of 23 then, and after that you can't put them on the developing list, and that's why he's not going there. Now I don't really know what to do because I know I'm not going to get him sold. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to keep him on the loan. Offer him away as on a loan, but and hope that somebody will lend him sooner or later, and just wait his contract out, I guess, which is quite a long contract. 27 is when it runs out. So luckily he's only on £170 a week, so he's not an expensive player. Then I think it's worth with this one, yeah, 550. Well, that's not the end of the world in money either, but somebody should come and lend this player because he looks like a tremendous player. It shouldn't be a problem. I'm hoping when the Swedish and Danish transfer windows and stuff like that open up, that he will be. We can lend him out to any of those. I don't know when the Danish transfers window opens and closes. Let's go into rules here. And we can say transfer and registration rules, loan rules, maximum of 6 at any time. Yeah, you can be allowed out. Yeah, contract, work permit rules. He shouldn't be having any problems with that. Transfer windows. Here we go. June to September, September to 1st September to April, there should be openings for the Danish teams to lend him. That's weird. That's really weird. Sunday the 1st September to Wednesday, only unattached player. Okay. Sorry, then I know what players that don't have any contracts are allowed to move around then. So if I kick them out of my team, then they can sign. All right, so I have to wait till January, and hopefully in the January window a Danish club will come for him. Or maybe both of them. So that they can play together. Maybe in a team like Brøndby. Now let's see, there is made some Gumps. Somebody is interested in Gumps. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. We can see here the offer from them is just 9.75. Here we have 14,500. Let's accept that. And yeah, I'm not going to accept that one because I think that was, let's move back. Well, 14.5. If you can put in 14.5 like that, and we negotiate and like that. So League One teams, but he's not even good enough to play in League Two. Well, as long as he signs for somebody else, they might just be needing him as a filler or a reserve for their teams and stuff like that. I don't know. But as long as he leaves us, I am perfectly all right with him going anywhere. Let's see. Let's move on. I don't think that he will be able to move until the January window opens, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Jake Fisher has now become yellow in that position. That means that he has competent in that position. That's important. I will continue to try and train him in to become better in that position, but and this one is now dark green in this. He is accomplished in that situation. That's great. Marvelous, to be honest. Really good. Really, really good. But the strange thing is that he's not getting any higher in the stars here, even though he's better. But would be great if he can go to light green as well. That would be cool. And as I said, the chances is that if they both reach light green in their positionings here, then the second half of the season I might change place for this, and I might change training for them so that they can play on both sides. That's always great. I don't know if they are getting better in any other way. No, I think maybe they are too focused on this. Or what about this one? He is actually losing a lot, and determination is going way down. This is not good. Oh well. I don't think there's anything. Well, there is actually, because Jude is back, but he's having fitness should only be playing one half of a game. Then I think it's better to play Jake Fisher, actually. Even if Jude is such a tremendous player compared to what Jake Fisher is at the moment. I think this one has started to train well as well. It took some time before he started to accept that he was not going to get into the team before he trained himself better. And now he seems to be having a go at the training, and hopefully he can reach that potential. So yeah, I don't know how Steve Vance is. He is getting better, so he is training good, and I think I'm going to keep him in for another game. So Jude gonna have to stay out of it for another game as well. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna do any other. I mean, we could put in Oscar Terenzi, but I think I want to keep on making his case, trying to get him sold, because it's £2,000. It's a lot of money to pay every week for a little club like us. That's just the way it is. And he's a great player. I mean, he's got some great numbers and everything. And you know what? We can try this as well. I mean, I'm sure our director of football is trying all the time, but I can try as well, trying to sell him again. Anyway, I'm going to let him play, continue to play, so that he gets his name out there. Jude, you're not going to be in the team yet since your fitness is not there. What else? We have Gladwin that can play both right and left, but they do get tired very quickly. So the question is if I'm going to take out one of the strikers and let Bojang come in there, so I can put in Gladwin on a focus place and Bojang on Jake Fisher's position when they get tired. I'm going to do that. And I think it's too early, but pretty soon I'm going to start using Toby Egan a lot as well, so that he gets games under his belt. Because of course we want to get him to be happy and want to stay in the club as well. So yeah, let's hope we can do that. No, not I'll start with pump off fist and go out with that. Come on, Welling, playing at home again, this time against Rochdale. Now this is a top team, so this is probably going to be a very difficult game. They have been in the top of the table, among those three at least, the entire season, and I do believe that they seem to belong up there. So I'm pretty sure that this is a team that most likely going to run over us. I have a strange feeling that this is a player that we tried to sign once upon a time on a free transfer. I don't know, but yeah, maybe he's still on a shortlist in that case. Maybe we should just go in and have a look if he is on our shortlist. No, he's not. If he ever was. I remember the name. That's the strange thing. Oh, I know where I remember the name. We tried to lend him as a right defender. I think it was the last season before that started. We tried to get him on a loan. And if I'm not mistaken, Preston accepted the challenge, but Finn Stevens didn't. He didn't want to play for us. Interesting that we get to face off against him here. Yes, here he is with the throw-in. And here he comes again with the good ball in that... Oh, that's not good. You certainly don't want him to be involved in their chances, do we? A player that said, no thank you, I don't want to play for you. You certainly don't want a player like that to be the player that ends your chances of winning in a game. Oh well. Let's see, Steele. Hoisted up towards Foster, but Hertford is there, or Herford. We can't seem to get a hold of him, and there's number 2. You know what? I think this game is over. I think second half is going to go to Toby Egan in goal, and yeah, I can see that we don't have much to say about in this game. So Toby Egan is going to at least be one of them to come in here now. Pumping our fist. Let's do that. And who else do we want to take in? To be honest, I would love to get Steve Vons to get some play, and Bojang, of course, maybe even Glenn. But other than that, I know maybe Gladwin should be taking in instead of, well, let's get the second half on the way first of all. No, maybe not, because Foka is not very tired. Could be that we haven't played very well, so Corey Andrews is completely fresh. That's weird. Jake Fisher is a bit tired though. Now Foka is getting a bit tired. Oh! Carry. That was not a good clearance, I must say, but I think we're going to do these changes. Let's give Bojang a chance. Well, it was to be expected. Oh, we bring one back, Ofuka. Or Afuka. I don't know why I change his name all the time. Why can't I just read his name right up and down? Afuka. It's weird. And of course, the last, we're going to get Glenn Wade in instead of Flahaven. Just to give them the opportunity to play some games and get their feelings, the toe in the water, so to speak, so that they can get some games under their belt and perhaps help them develop. Nice to see Egan in goal again. I think it is, of course, very hard for him to take a position from Jason Steele, because I think Steele is a much better player at the moment. I think that maybe Toby Egan has a chance to become as good as Jason Steele, certainly, maybe even better. But Jason Steele, with all his experience and everything, is a better goalkeeper at the moment. That's just to be acknowledged and not to be looked upon in another way. Here's Gardner finding Bojang. Can be Bojang. Ooh, a good shot by Bojang and a good save. Shouldn't that be in a corner? I thought that would be in a corner. It was a save by the goalkeeper, wasn't it? Did he hit the bar or something before it? Oh well. Never you mind. I do. Stevens is still playing, and it's still his throw in here. They're coming again. And they put number 4 in. Well, at least I get some players to play, to get some time on the pitch. 2,040 spectators. Not what they were hoping about when they came, I guess. Well, the 201, which is the away supporters, they were hoping for this, but the rest of them was not. And we're not. Now we are falling 10th position in the league, and I think we're going to fall a lot longer than that, to be honest. But yeah, we need to be realistic as well. We don't have the team to be able to fight for promotion in this division. We certainly have a team that is going to be fighting here or should be fighting there, just like Filder. We had a hard time beating Filder last season, so we're probably in the region there, just like Filder. And we've been we'd had a lucky start and had some lucky games and some lucky results, and we're going to be falling downwards. We all know it, but hopefully it will not go all the way down, because we don't want to exit the division, because we don't want to lose the job. We want to keep this job, and to keep the job, there is one of them is, of course, to stay and not fall out of a division. The second one is to get this under control. We're now losing. We're now £28,000 back. We need to get our financial situation under control, or I will be sacked for that. And yeah, I do know that I have too many players. I'm fully aware of it, and but there's so many. You want to get all these players that you feel can be all these players that. So I'll get right on it. Yeah, but do that then. Find a club, for God's sake. Yale Town. Well, you'll have to pay 14.5, just like the other ones. That's just the way it is. Everybody else, or the other, to Carlisle has to pay it. Then you have to pay it as well. We're not going to accept an offer low and then one that we do have, of course. That's just the way it is. But that's only £325 that we are easing up the thingamajig with. So the salaries. Robert Stokes is what? They don't want him to play. No, I don't want them to recall him. For God's sake, we can't lose him as well. That's going to be a tough thing if we lose him. And now we're going to play Colchester. And they're our bottom team as well. So this is another game that we really needs to win, so that we don't fall down. I don't know how many points they're after us, but they are 8 positions after us, so the chance is very high that, you know what, let's see here what we have. And then we're going to play a crucial role for Southern with the player of the match performance during they draw. He was a player of the match in their draw there. Okay. So now they're trying with... I'm going to reject that. Since we have a bid of 14,500, I'm going to reject that bid. And Benji is continuing to train well. Maybe I should give this player a chance as well. Too many players to give chances to. I really do think that many... Oh, Toby Egan gets... Oh, he's out for 13 days. That's not good. He finally gets his shot of playing first team football for us, and, well, he's off because of injury. Matt Mickelson gets injured as well. I think that might be one of the problems with this player, that he gets injured a lot. But I'm going to try to remember that in January I'm going to be offering him to clubs. I'm going to spam offer him to clubs as often as I can during the entire January window there. Out on loan, out on loan, out on loan. Now we have the draw for the first round of the FA Cup. Who do we get? We get Walsall from League One. So, yeah, that's not good. That means that the chances of us going out immediately is very high. At the same time that we're not going out against a team that's going to give us a lot of attendance. Well, they have 11,000 can be there, but what can that be? 100,000 perhaps if that one is smack full of spectators, a maximum. And then I think they're only a League One, so they don't have as high ticket price either, so maybe 50, maybe 30, something like that, if they manage to fill their arena. So that is not much money, and well, we're not going to have to worry about that for now, because we're only going to play Colchester, Salford and Doncaster here. After that, it's this episode is over. So there's got to be some game that has been moved, I see. Because if I'm not mistaken, we have Swindon game was the last game of the next episode, but I can see that we're going to be facing Accrington as well, and Walsall is going to be our first game of the episode after that one. So yeah, still only fresh into the season. We're only in October. We have some way to go before we get before we can call this season something, or just feel secure about the situation, our league situation and stuff. We can still be plummeting down to be relegated, which I hope we won't. I definitely don't hope we will fall all the way down to relegation zones and be fighting like cats and dogs for those to not end up in any of those two positions. We are far from it, 12 points away from it, so we should feel, should I say, reasonably safe already. But yeah, it's so early in the season that we need to be, I feel that I need to be keeping an eye on when we face those teams again, because that will be a very important thing to keep an eye on. Let's see if we can find any goalkeeper to put in. We have either a grey one, which is really bad, or Harry Jones from the under-18, which is a promising goalkeeper, or Glenn Pogue, which is injured. None of them are a really good choice, but I'm going to go with Harry. Harry Jones is going to get the opportunity to be on the bench. Of course, Jason Steele is our first goalkeeper, and I don't think he's been injured at all this season or the previous season either, so hopefully he won't get injured right now that Toby Egan is out of it. We could have used Daniel Grimshaw now. He's a good goalkeeper, which I have high hopes in. I was hoping that these two goalkeepers would be fighting it out week out and week out and week out and week in, and sort of how to have a fight about who's gonna start the games every week. So yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, Victor has been injured. He's out for 4 weeks. That's not good. And Chris, should I try to bring him into on the bench or something like that? I don't think so. We're not going to be tempted about the players. But you can see all of those players here, we have taken away the filters. All of these players are in the first team, but are not getting any time in the first team. So that's a bit of a shame in that sense. But yeah, what can I do? What can I do? What should I do here now? Afuka is very tired. Gardner is tired. Maybe I should put in Azaz there. I think I'm going to do that. Coleman and Afuka are building up something there together, and that's good because I think I'm going to be continuing to playing with them. I mean, the sad part is as well is that I bought a lot of strikers, unfortunately, for some reason. I think it was because the Premier League teams, I didn't buy them. I signed them on free transfer. Get that into my head. I think it was because a lot of the Premier League teams released a lot of strikers that I thought looked good and so on and so forth, and therefore I signed a lot of strikers, and now I'm in the situation, and I'm still ending up with Flahaven and Andrews as first choices. So yeah, there we go. Joe Bennett is going to be ensure the player is sold. Yeah, I'm trying to. I can't do more than I do. I can't more than offer him to clubs and hope that they will buy him. There's not much else I can do. I could have put, but I think I'm going to give Bojang the benefit of a doubt because he's fully fit, while Bajay needs to be having a fitness test, and he shouldn't be any more than maximum. Now he really should be getting some play time because of that situation. That's the only way to get his fitness up. So maybe I should be doing this instead. Available until match fit. Let's give him 45 minutes in the under 23 until he's match fit, and hope that will do it. They should have a game on Thursday, so, and today is Tuesday. So, well, let's not dwell about this. Assas is lacking sharpness. Yeah, a captain has not been selected with Finn Assas. Yeah, okay. All right. Gardner, I guess, is the... You know what, I'm just going to right click so that the first available number is given to him. So number 35. That means that I have at least 35 players, which is way too much. I'm not going to go hard in on tacklings. I'm going to pump my fist. I'm going to tell them to go out and impress me. Maybe I should have said that they need to win this game because they are one of the teams that I am going to have to fight for to keep away from me. I really should get a second monitor so that I can have the OSB recordings so that I'm able to look upon it from time to time. I don't want to do that to ruin the video by switching over to see if I really have OSB running. But I do get worried because I don't get a second chance to record an episode. If I miss out on an episode, it's for... There's nothing to do. I'm not saving the save, so to speak, so that I can return to it if things go south in the recording. Oh, Volker! Come on! Oh, Flauhaven! 1-0 for Welling. Good. So I really should be getting a second monitor. Maybe I could use my Wacom. I have a small Wacom tablet which has a screen. So maybe I should have my OSB on that one. That could be a solution. It's just so that I don't have to be nervous and sit here and wait and, oh, I've played 4 games and everything and I have forgotten to put the OSB on. So yeah, that's just what I like to do, I guess. I understand why people have a lot of monitors nowadays when it comes to everything like this. And if they are streaming, I guess it's even more important to see that you really are streaming out to people. No, I'm not streaming, not yet, and I don't think I'll ever be streaming. I don't think I can ever find the time to sit and stream, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll find a way to do it, but not now anyway. Now I just record the episodes here. Here's Fisher finding through Andrews. Oh, number 2. Corey Andrews. Corey Andrews. Brilliant. What? That's nice. Fisher finding Andrews again. Can Andrews? Oh, he hits the post. Bloody. But interesting. Cool here. I'm actually considering maybe in the end of the second half, if we score a goal or 2 or something, maybe use Vance in a more central defense position, giving him one of the more important positions, that is Robert Stokes' position, letting him play there. But I don't dare to do that already, since we're only having 2-0. We're only 2-0 up. But yeah, I am actually thinking though that Bojang should come in here on the left side. Here Andrews. Oh! Holy smokes. And I'm actually thinking maybe Wade should have a little more time to see. Now it is. Should I wait until 75th minute? Now. I'll do it now. Steve Vance will get to play in this as a central defender for a little while here. Let's hope that they can keep the bad people of Colchester away from our goal. Here they come though. Don't let them score, because in the 80th minute they still have a lot of time to put in a second goal, and I would really hate for us to lose this 2-0 lead because of bad judgment by me. Now Bojang steals that one, but he can only get it away, and they get it back. And here's McDonald's, and there they score! Bloody mistake by me, I guess. Don't let them equalize. Please don't let them equalize. I will be hitting myself for putting in Steve Vance if they equalizes. 5 minutes of added time. Are you kidding me? And we don't even have 2,000 attendance. You see, board, you shouldn't have extended the arena, but we do win 2-1. That's good. And Vance ending up on a 6.5. Bojang the same, Glenn Wade the same. So we didn't play very well with them in the game, but we won the game. That was what was important. Actually bringing us up into the playoff positions again. And as I said, it would be a good place to end the season in a playoff. But I would still say that if we get to a playoff final, I will play with as many reserve and as many crappy players as I possibly can find in the club, just so that we don't win that game, because we don't want to go up. We don't want to be in League One next season. It's too early. We need to have a better squad, either these players has to develop a bit more, or I'll have to get some new good players into the club. We're not ready. This squad is not ready to play in League One. That's for sure. That's the only thing that I know for a fact. We need to be better before. Only yellow now. It's only B. You shouldn't be complaining. You should be green. And you should be A+. I've taken you up 2 divisions. I won the FA Trophy. I won the Vanarama National League. So you shouldn't be. I should be unsackable from Welling now, even if we go out of this division. So yeah, just be happy to have me as a manager for this club, for God's sake. That's a bit of the sad part about this. You don't really, but I guess that's the sad part about real life as well. You don't get credit for the things that you have done in your past, not until you hang your boots up. I know from the fact, from my meaningless little job, I know that when I was young, I did work overtime constantly, and whenever they needed people, I would be there working, and I worked on holidays, and we have something that we get a couple of free weeks every year because we work on the weekends from time to time, and I often took away my free weeks and worked on them, both for the company, but mostly for myself, of course, because I wanted the money. I mean, that's the way it is. But I did always, even if however tired I was back then, I always made sure, I always did what I could to work when they needed people. And then when you get old, you don't have the energy to do that anymore. You want to, because I'm not going to lie, I'm still just as interested in getting money now as I was back then. So, yeah. But now what should I say? Now they complain because I can't find the energy or the strength to work overtime and stuff like that, which I would love to do. I would love to get money into my bank. I need every penny I can get, especially now. Back then it was more to get something, some luxury, one could say. Today it's more like survival. I want to work overtime because I want to survive. I mean, be able to pay my bills and stuff like that today. Back then it was because, well, maybe I can party a little more this month or can buy a couple of more records. But yeah, I'm getting way off topic here, aren't I? We got Gumps sold, and I think that deal will go through pretty late. It is not 100% sure yet, but I don't think that he will be sold until the January window. So yeah, I think we have another one of those work permit problems coming our way with Casper Otterson. I think I've done another stupid mistake with that, which is not good, but he's not joining us until 25. And maybe we can lend him out. I don't know. It's a sad thing that they can't keep the rules or the some of the agreements. You want the good agreements to stay, even if I understand why they feel that they want to leave the European Union. There are good things about the European Union, and there's a lot of bad things about the European Union, so I can understand that they wanted to leave. But yeah, they could have kept this one so that they could sign players within the European Union without any problem, without struggling for work permit, because this is of course, was much easier before, when you could get any players in any European Union, and you could just, he was just as eligible as any English player. We wouldn't have any problems with the 2 players that we have without work permit in our club then. Both of the mats would be allowed to play without any problems. So yeah. And yeah, that reminds me, I don't know if I forgot about him, but I actually got another player. This one. I forgot about him. In between the episodes here, I couldn't resist when I got the chance to sign this player. So I did. His contract is not immense. He is 550 per week, and he has another 275 in appearance bonus, and of course he has a lot of other bonus things and stuff like that. So it is going to cost us, of course, but I couldn't resist it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna try and get him into the club. That's what I forgot about him. My mind is not as sharp as it once was. I promise you that. Let's put him up like that so that we can. Well, I can already know that he's in need of fitness. So let's give him the opportunity to. But only until match fitness. Let's give him 60 minutes, as they say. And then we put him. Should we give him the opportunity to play at once? How would he be in that position? Even better. Then put Gardner in together with him then. Go like this. I think we're going to go like this for the next game. Interesting. Very good rating for the senior club, this Paris Maghoma. Now he would prefer to be a roaming playmaker, but we're going to have him as a deep lying playmaker anyway. So, but interesting, very, very interesting to see what he can do for us. Now let's see, has it been a Thursday? Yes, it's Saturday, so he still can only play 45 minutes. And how did it go for Jude in that game then? Let's see if he was even in among the players. Yeah, Jude played 7.1. Evan Gums being the player of the game, I guess, because of his goal. So he's happy that he's leaving, it seems. Well, that's a shame. He could have shown us that before he got his transfers. But, yep. I wish him all the best in his new club when he leaves. He's gonna stay here, of course, this year out. Not the season out, just a year out. Let's see, who do we have here? We have Bojang, which Stokes have a yellow card. But Carl Coleman looks a bit tired. You know what? We're gonna see. Yeah, he's injured, so he's not to be used. Should we try out Harry Brithwithel? Let's give Harry a little opportunity today, just to rest Coleman for a game. Salford, I feel, is a top team, so it does matter if we lose. I shouldn't say it doesn't matter if we lose, but it's not the end of the world if we lose. That's what I was going to say. And he's green here now. Now he only has to become light green and I would be happy. Same with this one. He is green and I want him to be light green, so it's natural for him. The question is, can they train up to make it a natural position, or can they only train it up to be as it is now? Toby Egan is back, but he is still in light training only, so I don't want to risk him on the bench. So I'm going to keep going with Harry Jones on the bench. and hope that Jason Steele doesn't get injured. But it's going to be interesting to see Paris make his debut for us. As I said, I didn't have any problem getting a work permit, so maybe he has a second nationality. I'm gonna have to see that. Nationalities, yes, other nationality, English. He is English as well, so that's probably why he didn't have a problem getting a work permit. Shoo, so let's see. He's not familiar. He's gonna be struggling here because he's not familiar with our way of playing, our tactics and stuff like that. But so we're not going to think that he's going to be making a super game at the very first game he comes in. It's going to take some time before he'll make a good game for us, but hopefully he will be an important player. And I feel that we've been, even if that was our strongest, I think it was our strongest piece in the entire team, was our central midfield with Hughes and Gardner together. They played very, very well last season, and I think those two were the best of our players last season, the most important and best situation. But they are getting older and older, and here's Jake Fisher gets to score. Great, great, great. Fishing for Fisher, we're fishing for Fisher. Let him score a goal. And he did. So that was brilliant, I guess. But as I said, I don't think he's going to be an instant superstar in our club, but I think he has the potential, of course, looking at all the numbers and stuff. Nice to see Brithwithel given a chance as again. I know it's all up to me, but yeah, it's hard. You don't want to lose the game. You want to give them time and opportunities to play. Here we go, good tackle, but they still keep on going. And where were the marking on those players? And that's Stokes and Kerry, the two players that are supposed to be our best players this season. Oh no, Afuka getting injured. That's not good. We only have Gladwin, I feel, to put there. So let's get on with it. Not good. Now, where is Salford? Yes, Salford. We were actually thinking that this is one of the top teams and that we should be struggling against this team and so on and so forth. So it's, yeah. But it's nice that if we could win it, of course, keep ourselves in that playoff position would be nice. And also staying as far away from that relegation zone as possible, to give us the opportunity to put in as many as Maghoma with the free kick, and it didn't really work out any good. Here they come. Salford is, oh, he's quick. He's running away from everything and he scores. Oh. What did our players do? They just stood there watching him run. That's sad. So sad. And let's give Vance such opportunity now that they have turned the game around. Damn it. And maybe we give Wade another chance. And I don't think we are allowed to change anymore, so no game for Bojang today. Here's Fisher. No. Fisher dropped the ball, and here he come again, and it's Buckley Ricketts again, and he shoots, and he scores again. Southall had turned this game around. That wasn't what we expected or wanted, of course, but yep. The players started out good, but we've ended this game in a horrible, horrible way. And yeah, now we just have to take this and let's go with always press on those situations that they feel that we should, or the assistant manager feel that I should. Bennett, Andrews, Fisher, Bennett, McHone! Ooh, McHoma, what a shot by him. So he can shoot, that's for sure. Gardner with the corner. Carey is there, but Woodyard. Find Buckley Ricketts, and Buckley Ricketts is a quick player. Bennett pulls him down. They're having a free kick in a dangerous situation, but it wasn't dangerous enough to even show. So the game ends 3-1 to Salford. I'm not going to be happy about that. I'm not happy with the performance either, so let's hope they can do better. Not the greatest of debuts for our midfielder either, so oh well. And Shizumafoka gets injured and is expected to be out for quite a long time. Now, using the club doctor or the physio, what will... I'm disappointed with respect to the winger, satisfying fracture. Although fracture ribs can be treated by the club medical staff, letting Afoka see a specialist would be the best. Yeah, that's the specialists. Okay, yeah, we're going to be sending him to a specialist, that's for sure. That's what we want to do, of course. And Paris makes his debut for us in that loss, which might not be the best of games to come in and make a debut, but whatever. Let's go into schedule here to see how many games have we played today. We played Rochdale, Colchester. We have one more game to play, and it's a game against Doncaster, a game we need to win, since that is one of the teams that I feel that we are going to be fighting against. You can see here Notts County is the one down here now. They have 10 points. Colchester has won 2 games here now. So they're up to 12. Or was it Chesterfield? Sorry, Chesterfield has won 2 after. So, yeah. Things can go quickly. So I need to bring in the points wherever I can. I mean, it feels like a stupid thing to sit and talk about and to worry about, to go down there to the relegation zone, but I still feel that we've been lucky so far this season. We've had some really lucky situations, and yeah, everything can change in a whim, and so let's see, what's this? Gary Fiore has decided to retire from hands-on roles in football and will only pursue part-time roles going forward. Wellington United head of youth department opposed his handhelds in 2020. So we have head of youth that is going to, well, let's hope that if he's any good, which we believe he is, 17 in working with youngsters. We don't want him to end his career. We want to keep him on here. Well, this wasn't a good game, Salford game, but yeah. I think that is, if I'm not mistaken, that is the club that is owned by the Neville brothers and Beckham and Scholesy and Giggsy. So, yeah. I guess it's okay to lose against them, ain't it? Oh well. So we are closing in on the last game of this episode, and yeah, let's hope we can end it in a good fashion with 3 points. And I'm feeling that it is. Let's see here, Manning offers for his services. Adrian, we've had him. He's been in our club before, and we released him. We sold him for 3.4 to have Anton Waterloo, and he couldn't make it in that club. So what makes you think that we're going to be signing you now? No way. No way. Adrian Manning, you have done your time in Welling United. We do not want you back. Yeah, he should be dropped by the Afghans, and he should be leaving our club. He should be accepting. Somebody should be interested in buying him. He's not that bad. He's actually quite a good player, but not for me. He was a good player when we played down in the Vanarama, especially when we played down in South. We could have. I don't think we got him there. We did get him when we reached the national. I think in the League South he would have been good. So I think it's doubtful made a mistake only playing him 4 games. But yeah, and he's been struggling down. He's even been in the Premier League with Crystal Palace. There's no games in the Premier Leagues though, but he does have in League 2 with Notts County and Stevenage, and in League 1 he played with Leyton Orient in League 1 as well. No, the League 2, sorry. So before joining us, so really somebody should be interested in signing him, that's for sure. And looking at his numbers and stuff like that, he's actually quite a good player, but he's not good enough for us now. He was a very good reserve player. Hartlepool have been off for 9,500. It's been accepted by us, of course. Of course. Oh, yes. Please accept that. He's got high determination. Only leadership is the only red he has. Other than that is blue and yellow, and of course the determination is green. So I think he's a good player, and finding the right club, he could be a first team choice without any problems. So let's see here. Dan Butler, come on, let the physio take care of him. Not a real problem though, because he's not playing, but maybe he should play. I don't know. Oh well, let's move on. Carabao Cup, we're nowhere in that. We went out against Leyton Orient in the very first game in that competition, which was a disappointment. We still want, of course, you always want to get these top teams. I don't care if we go out at once, but you want to be able to make it until you can reach these teams and then face them, because we know that we are nowhere near to be able to go to a final or even win a trophy. But of course we want to go as far as possible, but the main thing about playing in the FA Cup and stuff like that is to get an away game against a team like Manchester United, to get those pounds rolling into the club. How could he have faced 6 shots and saved 5? Oh yeah, they lost. I thought they won. They lost against Scott Dow's Gateshead. That's interesting. Wonder how things look down in that division at the moment. I'm actually quite interested to see which teams are where. Southend is going good, so Grimshaw is doing good for them. Gateshead is finally a top team. Scott Dow has been fighting with them to not get relegated for years, and all of a sudden he's fighting for a playoff position. That's a way to go, Scott Dow. He seems to be doing a good job. He's been manager for 90 games there now, and he finally have turned around with more winnings than he have lost. That's nice. Good to go, Scott Dow. As long as you don't beat me, I'm glad that a former player of mine is having a good time and making it good. Or making it out in the world there. Let's see. I mean, if we're looking at our competition, I see that Swindon Town is actually in our division. So we will be Papa John Trophy. We're going to face them, and so it's not completely out of the picture that we can win this division even. So yeah, that sounds interesting. But we're going to have the last game of this episode, which is against Doncaster. Still recommending Manning. I'm not interested in him. Let's move along. Move along, move along. Nothing to see, nothing to see. Toby Egan seems to finally be back in full training. And no, it says here that he's going to be back in full training tomorrow. So he's still injured. So Harry's going to be keeping that position. Now Afuka though needs to be changed out. So who are we going to play there? I think I'm going to be giving Jake Fisher an opportunity. No, I'm not. I'm going to be putting in, who are we going to be playing on the right side on the midfield then? I know that I had somebody in mind from that. We can't play him. From the under 23, so let's move up here again. Let's put him back. First of all, Jude is back, so Jude over there and Jude into the first team, and what a way to change the stars. And then we shouldn't go up there. No, we should go up here. That's where we should go. Under 23, I think. We are trying to get Marlowe to fit in. I think his training. Let's go into Marlowe. I think we are training him to become a winger. Yes, a right midfielder. So, and he has already accomplished that. But I think I'm going to be playing him this game in that position and see what that can bring us. He's a young player that we brought in, and he hasn't got a single red number. So yeah, it's a player that I want and hope should become something for us. He's only going to be 1.5 star here now, but yeah, let's hope he can do something and become something, of course. Hughes is not able to come in. He's just going to be we have him on 60 minutes, and now they have lowered it into 45. And what I mean when I said I have him on 60 minutes is here, available for the under 23 until match fit. We changed that to 45 minutes then. It said 60 before, and he probably didn't get those minutes in the under 23 then. So Paris and Gardner is going to be playing there. Jude is coming back into the team. Hopefully he will be a great asset for us now. And I don't think Brithwithel is going to continue though. We're going to go back to Coleman, or Carl Coleman. Let's hope that he's been rested now, that he will be coming back and making a good game here. We're still playing with Bennett, only because I want to get rid of him. I'm pretty sure Oscar Terenzi needs to come back into the team at any minute. And the problem is, who are we going to be playing instead of Carey once the January window comes? But we have to worry about that later on. Now let's get on with this game and let's see if Marlow can do anything in this game to help us get 3 points. Here we go. It's an important game as well, since it is Doncaster, which is pretty much in the same situation as we are, somewhere around us in the league position. So let's go. You can see here Doncaster is 16th, we are 9th, so they are not far from us. 6 points away from us, so we don't want to lose this, of course. Well, we never want to lose, but these are the important games. And they get a penalty! Like, Homer, what in God's name did you do that? There. That's not good. Kornick. And they score. Bloody hell. Oh no. This surely does not start very good. Horrible start of the game. Getting a penalty against us that early on. We need to improve a lot if we want to, but it seems like that they are the team that are improving the longer the game goes. Here, Evans coming from them. Bennett, get the ball away from him then. And Marlow gets it to Flahaven. Flahaven tries to find Andrews, but Andrews cannot do nothing more than head that away to the penalty area of the enemies. Solberg. Hoisted long up to Wilcox. Bennett is there. Bennett hoisted long up towards Flahaven, and there is Andrews to Jude. Jude tries to find Andrews again, but couldn't. Bennett gets it to Andrews. Here's Jude. Come on, Jude. Come on, Jude. Get the ball in. Bennett gets the ball in, and there's Andrews! Corey Andrews. Corey Andrews. Another goal for Corey Andrews. Good. We still need to win it, though. It is one of those games that we really want to win, because we want to keep them way below us. But here they come. Corner for them. And what in God's name was that? 2-1 to Doncaster. Things are not going very well for us at the moment. But as I said, it is a season where we're fighting to survive in this division. We're not even going to dream about that we could do a replay of the strength that we've shown coming from Vanarama South to Vanarama League. I don't think we're even close to that comparison. We are so far away from that comparison, to be honest. I think we've been lucky, as I've said now, and I don't think we really should be as high as we are. We should be fighting down there with Notts County and them teams there. But as long as we aren't, I'm going to be happy here, because you don't want to be down there, of course. You want to be up here fighting. Here's Flahaven. Flahaven. And he shoots, and it's a easy save for Solberg. I think I'm going to be putting in Glenn Wade here now. We need to do something. And, yeah. Paris Maghoma is not playing good today either. But we don't have Hoist to put in there, so it doesn't matter. And they shoot outside, thank you. Maybe he would be happier with Kaya as our partner in the central midfield. Who knows? More energy though. Gardner was tired, just as Paris is. But hopefully Paris will become a an important, good player for us, and but he's far from that now. To be honest, they play the crap out of us here. They are certainly the better team at the moment, and we're having a hard time even getting a hold of the ball, it seems. Yeah, their players have played really well now. So there's Walker with a free kick, and Steele with a save. Good save. So yeah, I don't know, there's not much more to say than it's a shame that we lose yet another game. Not much to do though. It is fully expected that we are to drop in this division. We've had a good start to the season, and it's going to be tough, especially when we have tired and injured players. It's hard for us to get anywhere, and yeah, we're not going to be able to solve a point in this game, that's for sure. Coleman would have to make it really, and as Marlowe, it's McHomer, and he tries to shoot from there, and Solberg is playing a little acting game there as a goalkeeper, making it look a lot harder to save than it was. Now we're not getting anywhere, and they're gonna win it 2-1. Sad to say, and Jude did not make a good comeback. 6.1, and McHoda only 6.0. I mean, and Marlowe's debut 6.1 as well wasn't very good. I'm not happy with that performance because my players did not play well. But yeah, I think that was the last game of this episode. So you can see here Marlowe made his professional debut. Tasaka is made for a pay raise. That's not good. Oh crap. After featuring in the league last match, he's now 1 appearance away from making 10 appearances, which will bump his salary up to 550. How much is he making now? 350. That's £200 more. Should I wait? Should I keep him completely out of the team now because of that? I think I shall. And I should put him to play in the under 23 and give just until we get our finances in order, and we're going to be putting his into that as a substitute there. That's so weird. Let's take away this one here as well. He shouldn't be doing any time in the under 23. Oh crap. And John Kerry is in need of a rest. Not arrest. I don't want to arrest him, anything like that. But yeah, fitness concern, he's jaded, so suggest put arms around. And I'm going to rest you for the next... yeah, I'm going to rest him in the next game. So, do like, subscribe and all that jazz, and stay safe, have fun, and I'll just end with bye 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 bye.